Good morning, brothers. Welcome to A Brown Bag Gentleman. My name is Scott, and today's shave, Declaration Grooming, one of my top soaps. Love this stuff. Get loving it more and more the more I try it. And this one is Cuir et Epicis, and I destroyed that name, I'm sure. But let me put it up close so you can see it, so you can look it up. There you go. Of course, I got this from Maggards Shaving Supplies, and that's where this sample came from. That's where I get most of my samples. And of course, the razor for the day is the Razorock Hawk version 3 in stainless steel from Italian Barber. That's where that comes from. And it doesn't take you, that's not the that's a single edge blade. And that takes the, what do you call these blades? These long skinny blades, what do you call these? I don't call this professional blade or this escapes me. The long skinny professional blade. Yeah, that's these. So let's look at this. So let me pull this apart. We're gonna put the blade in. I'm just gonna put my glasses on here real quick, just so I can see a little bit better. Take the handle off. That has a gasket underneath there that I put on. It doesn't come with that. I just put it on. Helps snug up this razor. This razor can come loose on it if you don't snug it well enough, so the head can come. So it's like, I like to put a gasket on it. Handle, that's the handle it came with. It's the handle I chose to come with it. So let's see here, and the base plate comes off. And that's the top cap there. See that it's got holes for pins, because the pins are in there, so that way you know that's the part that goes towards that, because you know it's got the pins in it. So I like that bit there. The blades, they just feed out like it's an injector style blade, but it's not for an injector razor, because these only go for this style of razor all the way. It looks like an injector, but the difference is these are longer. Basically, I can tell you these are definitely longer than your classic injector blades. But it has a definitely injector mechanism, and maybe there's an injector razor for this. I don't know. I've never seen one yet, but a lot of stuff I haven't seen, so we'll see. Okay, the edge, of course, is just on one side. So I'm going to put that. Where am I going to put that? I'm going to grab the bottom base plate and put it on the two holes there. Let me show you this afterwards. There we go. So there it is, sitting on the two pins. See that? And then the top cap goes on. Hold there for the thing coming on. Trying to hold this up high and do this, so it's awkward because I'm holding it so high. Normally it'd be down here, but I'm trying to let you see. So there, that's looking good, evenly spaced. So double checking it again. Yep, make sure. I'm just holding that down firmly just so it doesn't move around. Whoops. And of course, I just knocked the gasket into the sink. Of course I did. Yeah, just wiping that off on the towel out here in the sink. So yeah, there's my gasket. That's going on there too. And yes, I might have bought like a pack of 10 for these. I might have got them from Phoenix, or I don't remember where I got them, but everybody sells them. So I like a gasket on this razor particularly, because it doesn't have an indent for the handle or anything else too, and it can come loose sometimes. So I'm just snugging that down. Yes, this hand is wet. I just put it in the sink, so it's wet. But that's good enough. That's good enough. So that's what that's looked like. So exposure-wise, maybe a tick above average, just a tick for how much it sticks out beyond the head. Now, gap-wise, let me see if I can see it. Not a lot of gap, very little gap. I'm not even sure you can see any gap. See, oh, there you go. You can see the gap a little bit. Tiny amount of gap. So really not all that scary. It's big. It's wider. It's definitely a wide razor, but not really scary. And when I looked this up on Italian Barber's website, they consider this razor medium aggressiveness razor. And of course, you can step it up with blades like you can any other razor. You step it up or step it down with the blades you choose. And I chose the Feather Professionals today, so I stepped it up. And we're going to see how this is. I haven't used that particular blade in a while. So we'll see if it's a little bit too much, or if it's too rough, like the Feather that I find the Feather DE blades. Then I can always take it out and give it a single wipe on the cork and to calm it down a little bit if I needed to. But let's try it out. I did not pre-whip up the soap, so we're going to do that too. 1, 2 shakes and a squeeze. I've got the water. Of course, we're using the trusty Skuttle because it's winter here, and yeah, I love the Skuttle when it's winter time. So I'm gonna hold my finger over the hole, dump out the excess water that's what I put in over the top of the soap. There's the soap sitting in there, and we're gonna go to town on this. And I say normally this would be sitting on the counter, I'd be wiping down there because it's heavy, it's full of water. But for you, I'll do it this way. That's 50. Oh, I didn't mention this. This is a very soft Croaky soap, very soft. Not cream soft, but it's soft. So that's 50. Let's do another 50, going clockwise. Okay, it's starting to come over there. So yeah, it's looking very wet in there still, but it's starting to build. It's thinking about building. It's thinking about it. Yeah, it's starting to build a little bit. Now I switched to counterclockwise just because it's easier on the arm. Okay, so that's another 50. So we're at 150 right now. I got 100 more to go. I'm not having to add any water. But I did have water inside here covering that soap too. So that's a total of 250 more. Okay, let's get this off the sides. There we go. And that is plenty of soap for our shave. Plenty. Main thing I'm interested in is building it up in the brush. I don't care how much is left over in the bowl. I want the brush full, and that's a full brush. So put that down. And let's, I'd say I already washed the face. You can see the wet shirt. And then I washed the face just before I turned the camera on. Oops, I didn't turn the light on. Let me turn the light on. See if that helps. There we go. Sorry. And a little light. New thing. You guys just started using it last week. Getting used to it. And we're trying a different position for the microphone too. Back to center and down. Now I was doing some test videos earlier before I recorded this for volume because last week was a bit loud. It was up high on my collar. It's a $20 microphone off Amazon. The light's a $20 light off Amazon. So nothing super fancy here. Just to beef up my presentation a little bit. There we go. Take the razor, going to warm it up in the sink. There we go. Pass one with the grain. Already I like this feather blade better than the DE blade as far as initial use. Yeah, I already like it better. It's a lot smoother than I find feathers on the first use to be on the DE style. So yeah, I'm liking this one. Of course, this style of blade is a lot more expensive. These tend to be more like $1 a piece type of thing, or $1.50 a piece. A lot more expensive. They go like twice as long, but not 10 times as long. Hope that's enough to fill in there. Let me just rinse it off a bit. Under the nose, way smooth. I like that. These blades are thicker than your standard DE as well. Oh, I like that. Well, that cut through 2 days of growth real easy without dragging and all that. Oh, I like that. That, of course, the stainless steel weight of the razor too helps and all that. Oh yeah, past one was good. Now I didn't get way up underneath the nose, and I left a little bit here last week too. I didn't get as good as I could get, so I can feel that that's kind of there. So past two, we'll see what past two does underneath the nose. Didn't really talk about the scent yet on this soap. This soap is a nice leathery, spicy leather. I won't say too spicy, but a leathery with other scents there as well. I like the way, when I was reading the Declaration Grooming's description of this on Maggards' website, they described the scent is like, they said it was hard to describe, but the way the description that they liked of one of the viewers had given on the first trying it out, it smells like you're walking into John Wayne's kitchen. So send a leather, John Wayne being the old cowboy from the 40s to the 80s, who I grew up watching. So yeah, and I see that it does have that leather background, but it's a sweet bridal leather, not a more robust, like tool leather type of thing. All right, plenty of soap there. See, that soap just goes on good protection. Oh, I didn't tell you about soap. Yeah, the soap, it's like all the other declarations. It's their milk, they call it their milk steak base. It is definitely not a vegan soap. It has definitely got animal fats in it. It's got like 5. It's got like, let me see if I can read this without my glasses on. Bison tallow. So not beef tallow, bison tallow, yogurt, buttermilk, goat milk, egg white, and egg protein. So yeah, it's got a few animal things in there too. So it's like, I wanted to mention that. The scent profile is leather, tobacco, flower, which I like tobacco flower. That's nice. Cedar, anise, oak moss, and patchouli. So not a lot of scents in there, but yeah, enough to round it out. Task 2, of course, is across the grain. So I'm trying to get in high and tight to the nose. Helps it to go with that. It does actually very well. Yep, pleased. It got in there because I had a little roughness that I left there on my last shave. That midweek shave I did to be quick. And of course, this video is not going to be the 5 to 7 minutes of my last couple of like quick shaves, because I just wanted to show that you can do a quick shave with this style of single bladed razors. But on Saturday, it's my day off. I'm going to enjoy this shave, and you're along for the ride. So yes, if this doesn't go 20 minutes, I'll be shocked. And take my time. Take my time to go up underneath the nose. Of course, this is Super Bowl Sunday. Who are you rooting for? I'm rooting for the Chiefs. I used to live in Kansas. I used to live in Wichita and Emporia both. Those couple of towns I lived in back in the 70s as a young lad in high school. My dad worked at the nuclear plant, in the building of the nuclear plant out in the Emporia area. I forget where it was, the name of it. Wolf Rivers. I can't remember. Because it was a long while ago. 50 years ago? Yeah, I don't remember. Loving this feel of this soap. I really enjoyed this soap. To me, and I'm sure I said it before too, Declaration Grooming to me is one of the best newcomers out there. I really like, not that they're that new really either, but compared to some of the names that have been out there for decades and what have you, or 100 years, like they're a fairly newcomer. And I am just really loving their soap. Definitely a top 5 for me. Definitely top 5. They're up there with Barrister Man and Ariana Evans and Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements to give you a vegan style soap in that bunch there too. So yeah, they're up in that category. So highly recommend them. Pass 3 is against the grain, the money pass. Going against the grain to get that smooth close shave. And so far this has been smooth and nice. I've been liking this shave. Really, the combination of the weight of the razor and that blade, I am really liking this. And for me, doing 4 shaves a week, I can get probably three weeks out of this, that many, so a good dozen shaves out of this blade. So just to give comparison, when I only do 4 shaves on a regular DE blade, just to give you an idea. Nice. Liking this shape, really liking this. Just screen the neck. There's like indentations in your skin, like right here too. In fact, what I didn't do, and I'm going to do right now, is because the blade is extra wide, so it's it can gap over spots like in my cheek, like right here. So just a little tip. Puff it out. Just so you get in there good. That's all. That's all that is. Loving that. Yeah, we'll finish this up though. I'm not going to go chase it right now. We're going to do a buffing pass with water. Nice. Stretch out the neck. Alrighty. Now let's chase it with a little bit of water. Buffing past time, so a little bit of water to reactivate the slickness of the soap that's already there. So the residual soap. Oh, I definitely need a spot right there. To me, water, instead of adding more soap, it makes the hair stand up to me a little bit so it doesn't knock them down. That happens a little bit with the soap. And now I'm just chasing that extra smooth, close shave. This is my offhand side, so yeah, I tend to get it right there. I need to catch it up a little bit. There we go, there we go. Now let's do the other side. My strong hand side. Go back this way too, because it goes in like a V here and here. Way in the back here. I do need to shave the back of my neck, I can tell. There we go. Just a slightest little neck right there, a little bit, itty bitty. Now I will tell you, this is just a heads up, be looking for a giveaway soon. Because I just used the last soap of my last purchase, which means I probably got 12 to 13, probably, I don't think 14, because one of them I know I kept it, not gonna share because I was sick when I used it, so you're not gonna get that copy, that one in the giveaway. So for the giveaway, it's all the previous shaved soap samples where I've taken out one scoop with my clean spoon. Right now this spoon has been washed and it's just drying in the back of the sink. So that's sitting there drying. But yeah, so I've scooped out one single use scoop with my spoon. Spoon gets washed every time I use it. And so then the rest of that container I put aside. It's basically a box in my bureau in the bedroom. So when I've gone through 12 to 14 samples, I have a giveaway. So this is a giveaway here. The soap's sitting over here on the counter. I'm going to let that dry out by itself and all that after I clean up and wash up. And then I'm going to let that, basically the outside of the container, make sure it's fully dry. And then I'm going to get an envelope and we're going to have a giveaway. But there's going to be more details and there's going to be an extra item in the giveaway. So just giving you a heads up that that's coming. So there we go, open up the drain. There we go. I'm not going to show you the save sample because you just saw me touch blood on my face. So yeah, I'm going to wash my hands before I ever touch that. So cleanliness first so we can make sure that everything's nice and clean. You don't have to worry about it if you're the winner and receive those soaps. I pay particular attention to that. Right now I'm just running the water so I can, here we go, get some warm water going here for the washcloth. I'm not going to cut, you're just going to see this part too. There we go. And I let my warm water run because what I found out, that these better quality soaps with the fats in them all that can tend to clog up your pipes a bit. So I let when I'm cleaning my face, I let the hot water run to help clean out the pipes. So that's like the only negative about using quality shaving products is, yeah, all that fat and oils in them can clog your pipes. There we go. And we'll see how the sound is on this one too, because just having the microphone in a different spot. All right, I'm not going to bother rinsing, washing off my brush and all that on camera. We'll just stop that part. So let me turn on the cold water here because I want to have 2 splashes of cold water. My towel off the wall there beside the mirror. That's just where I keep it because I have a dog that if I put it down low, he would grab it. So that's why I keep it up high. so okay, cold water's running, a couple of splashes. All right, let's see here if I can do this without covering the microphone. I think that works. No, not really. All right. Whoops. A little foam came off my microphone. We'll see how that does. Little alum stick. A little stinging on the neck a little bit when I was chasing it there. Of course, let's cover right here without that little speck of blood there. Oh, felt that one. I had a little spot right there. I felt a little sting on. And that's enough. All right, good. Let's see if I can put this foamy thing back on here. Can I do that with you? Let's see how much noise this makes. Nope, not going to try. It's too hard. We'll do that off camera. There we go. Alrighty. There's that. Now, I'm not going to do an aftershave. I'm going to do like a little eau de toilette instead. This is Cuba. This is out of Paris, whatever. It's Cuba, so it's a tobacco-y type scent. And it's eau de toilette. And it's floral and a little tobacco-y to this. Don't use it a lot, but yeah, I pull it out every now and again. There we go. So, smooth shave. Really liking this. And this was like stainless steel version. When I got it, it was like $60-ish. And they go on sale, you know, different times of the year. Look for a Father's Day sale. You know, Christmas is not that far past, and it's a good time for a sale on these things too. But the heft, I originally had the version 2 in aluminum and liked it so much that I stepped it up to the stainless steel because I really prefer weight of stainless steel. Weight in a razor to me is your friend. Really helps smooth things out and lighten up your touch. So yeah, love stainless steel. I've kind of sworn off buying any more aluminum razors. I've got a few, but just I don't enjoy them as much because they're just a little bit too light, and sometimes you have to give it a little bit of press, and I don't want to do that. Don't want to mess with my technique and everything else of the weight of the razor only. There you have it. So, hope you enjoyed this shave. Look for that new giveaway here coming soon. Please like and subscribe, and go with God.